Guarding the sacred hunting ground. Today we're taking a look at Hiya Toys Exquisite Mini Alien vs. Predator Temple Guard Predator. Welcome back. Now before we get into this guy here, I have a question for you. Would you like to see Predators use different varieties of weapons, or do you prefer more blades and stuff like that? These guys tend to use just bladed weapons. There is, of course, the Plasmacaster and that, but I'd like to see one that uses maybe some futuristic guns or something like that, a sniper. That might be an interesting take on it. There's only so much you can do with a knife, and a knife fighting a xenomorph seems like a bad idea, but maybe it's part of their ancient rituals or something. So we have a good look at the figure here. Nice pictures of the prototype there. On the back, more pictures of him. So let's get him out and see how he looks. So before we take a closer look at the Temple Guard Predator and his accessories, we'll start by measuring him up. You can see he stands just about 4 3/4 inches tall. So in line with the other Predators in this line. So as always, we get our Hiya Toys stand here with a peg hole. Using these little clips, we can put it into any of these little notches along the side. They just fit in there like that, and you can attach it to another base to form a diorama. Very useful. We get the splayed open disc throwy thing. Would be nice to get a closed version. Every one of the AVP Predators comes with the open version, but it is what it is. We get his open and closed version of his spear. Get that out of the way. Interesting design on the spearheads there. I like them. Again, we've seen this with the other AVP Predators. But still cool to have. We get a splayed open left hand. And a gripping right, with sort of a loose grip. Maybe I'll call that relaxed, I'm not sure. And on the figure itself, we have the additional blade in his boot there. Lots of knives. So looking at the Temple Guard Predator, it is a cool design, although I am getting a little bit burnt out on the AVP designs. They're so similar. There is a lot of reuse here. I'm not sure if that's the way it was in the movie, but there wasn't the big variations there were in Predator 2 or even Predators. They're all just kind of the same colors, same basic design, big muscular bodies. The main differences come in what accessories they have, the colors of them, and the biomasks are all different on them. I do really like this guy's biomask. Harkens back to the Jungle Hunters, but I like the ridges on there. You do a really good job of picking those out. One of the disadvantages of the size of the Hiya figures is that you have to really get close to see them. The differences in the masks in that, where as a NECA, it might stand out a little bit better because it is a bigger figure. So just looking at it from a distance, they all kind of look like the same Predator, which is a bit unfortunate. But that is the design of the film, so not much Hiya could do there. Get the necklace here. I like the gold on it. Really picks it out nice. The Plasmacaster is really nice. Big one. I like how it's all articulated in that. You can really get it up and back and out of the way. Much better than the Predator 2 one's the tiny little one that slides up and down. All the metal bits are really well done. Catches the light. Looks great. His gauntlet computer doesn't open or anything. That's unfortunate. None of them have ever had an open one. It's too bad you couldn't have a swap out version. Just take the hand off, put an open computer on there, and then slide it back on. I'd rather have that than the same spear again and again and again. You can see a little bit of battle damage on his armor there. Or maybe that's Predator writing or something. His name or his rank. Dark skin. He does have the silly blades on his arm there. Don't know why you need that many blades. The gauntlet here, they don't seem to retract on mine. I'm not sure if they're supposed to or if they're supposed to be out. It does kind of get in the way of the hand here. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's just my figure or if that's all of them. Loincloth done in a soft rubber. Like all the little skulls and that on there. It's all really well done in terms of paint and everything. Just the single strap across the leg. A lot of this is pieced together from different Predator figures. You'll notice. He does have his sandals and peg holes for the base. That's where his little knife goes. Wheel on the back. Good like the hair. Lots of dreadlocks in there. Really thick hair on these Predators. His little backpack. I think that's where they store their medical supplies and everything. You can see at the side of the mask. So a good looking Predator, but it kind of depends on how much you like the design. I think having all of them is a little bit overkill. I thought there would be more variations. I never really looked at all the pictures, but you know, he's still a pretty cool looking figure. It's just in comparison to the rest, they're all kind of the same, a little bit generic, but that is the way the film was, so that's not on Hiya Toys at all. So turning to articulation, the head does rotate all the way around, although the hair will kind of get in the way a little bit. You get a little bit of up movement, a little bit of down. It's a little stiff. Shoulders raise really well. There is rotation at the bicep, or above the bicep. The gauntlet does rotate too, so you can kind of get it around. And he has pretty good bend on his elbow. As far as the ab crunch goes, he doesn't really have a whole lot because he's a big bulky figure. Get him back a little bit. And he does have the side to side. There is rotation at the waist. Legs are able to spread like that. Really good double bend knee. The feet rotate. And there's just a tiny little bit. I'm not even sure if it is a hinge or anything in there. That's just the peg wiggling around. So not a lot of movement in the feet. So yeah, he is somewhat limited compared to some of the other Predators, but being such big bulky figures with a lot of armor on them, it's kind of all you can do. But you can get him in some good intimidating standing poses. This guy was just standing outside of a temple anyway, so he can do what he needs to do. So while it may sound like I'm being negative about the figure itself, I'm really not. It's more the design of the Predators in the film. I think Hiya Toys has done what they can to deliver a good version of these Predators. They're just kind of all the same and very generic. When you look at all the variations in Predator 2, those Predators, they were on film for a minute, 2 minutes at best in a dimly lit room. You see all the unique variations on them. It's just kind of disappointing that they're all kind of the same. But this is a cool looking Predator. It's just compared to all the other Predators in the line, they just start to blend together and look the same. But I know a lot of people do like him, and I do like his mask and everything. His accessories are good, but again, very repetitive. It would have been nice to see something different. It's also a shame we didn't see more of these guys' faces, so then we could mix them up a little bit. We only really see the scar, so that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. That's the way the film is, and Hiya Toys gave us what was on film. Now, I have reviewed many other Hiya Toys Alien and Predator figures, and I have many more to come, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see those. But for right now, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.